Right, good morning. We're on week 13 of Featherstitch House Pick of the Pots. Featherstitch House is hosted by Rebecca Tamasari, and the hashtag is FSH Winging It 2025. So yeah, week 13. We've got the colour, if it'll come here, colour berry, the shape is a wedge, and the stitch is Featherstitch, which, you know, Rebecca was very happy about, obviously, name of her channel. So, I don't know what. I think I've got an idea. So I've gone blackberry and raspberry, as you can probably tell by the colours. I've got a raspberry Appleton's wool here, and then I've got a blackberry. I think it's an anchor thread, but it's a variegated, so it should look pretty. So, so what I want to do is make, what would you call it, a fan shape. So I'm going to use this, what you called multi-size curved corner cutter. Yeah, I don't think I've ever used it, I'll be honest with you. So I'm just going to buy all this blooming stuff, honestly. So this is the same width as the background piece, so I'm just gonna, I've been trying to work out how to make this arch, and I think this will work. So I want it to be quite wide. So let's go about there. And when I say fan, you know, like the old-fashioned, you know, fan. I don't know how to describe it. You know what I mean. Anyway, how are you all? Hope you're having a good day. It's been my long work week this week, hence the reason there's no been. I don't think there's been any videos this week. Monday, I think, was the last one. So I don't think this is even. That's not quite the right shape. I don't think you're quite big enough. Let me grab a pot off the windowsill. Let's try again. It's heat erasable anyway, so if I muck it up. I wonder if it's that bit that isn't big enough. Maybe I should start down here somewhere and have a wider span. Right, hold on. Hold on. The brain is having to do some work. Bear with. So if I do it there, and then a smaller one there, is that about even? And then there may be a lot of procrastinating here, as usual. About there. No, it definitely needs to come round. Let me turn it that way and I can see what I'm actually doing then. So about there. That'll do. That'll do. We're not in it for it to be, I need some scissors. For it to be a work of art. Yes, it's, I hate my 3-day weeks. And I know it's only 3 days and I really need to get over it, but I want to be crafting. I don't want to be working. I mean, working stuff is very overrated. I thoroughly enjoyed doing all those videos for you in March. And I think most of you enjoyed watching them, which was very good of you. Thank you. So, that's not even at all, is it? I think what I'm going to do is actually pick up my, I don't know if you remember back in, was it February? I was doing the daily collage in the evening. After dinner collage, I think I called. Yeah, I did after dinner collage. Does that look like a fan? You know, the fans that you fan yourself with? I think it kind of does, doesn't it? Slightly ropey cutting there. But anyway, we've got an arch, or wedge. The reason I've gone with this shape was when I was watching Hayley cutting all of her little Actually, it needs to be... yeah, when I was... Hayley. I was watching Rebecca cut all her little triangles, or her wedges. Actually, let me... As you can see, I've not thought this one through yet. It's percolating. She cut the wedges and then she had two together. Sorry, I'm going to finish the sentence. She had two together, and it looked like. Let me do it on paper because I'm really struggling here. Right, one moment, please. Right, come on, there's got to be a scrap of paper in this room somewhere. Yeah, so that's kind of what I thought. But that's not a wedge, is it? That's an arc. Well, I don't know, is it? Yeah, let me just draw 2 seconds. God, you'd think I'd do all this before I even come on camera, wouldn't you? But no, not me. So technically, with a round top, that would be a wedge, wouldn't it? I don't know. Yeah, so you'd have basically two triangles like that. And if you put a third one in, that would be an arch, wouldn't it? Am I just making this more difficult for myself? Do you know what, I'm going with it. There we are, that's a wedge, okay? It's what I'm doing, okay? Pins. I'm really sat here thinking I've done this completely wrong. Is that wedge? Because if it continued down here, that would be a wedge. Yes, it would. Oh dear. So the other thing I was thinking of doing with the Appleton's wool was making like, I'll do those afterwards, making the sort of spines of the thing. Right, okay. It all sounds great in my mind. Could be completely wrong. But, you know, after last week's disaster. Was it last week's? Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, the silver one. Oh, that one. That one. Why on earth I cut that shape? I sat there thinking, why did you actually do that, you crazy bonkers woman? Right, so what I thought was we would just do Featherstitch. Oh, cat hair already, lovely. Thought we'd just do Featherstitch, coming all the way around. I need to work it upside down. I can't do it the right way round. Yeah, anyway, I hope you've had a good week. That's all I'm going to say. Right, cool. And then we come to the side, don't we? I'll get it in my head in a minute, don't worry. That's how to handle the thing. Right, okay. Come on, brain. Right, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's about it really. I'll say it's just been a work week. It's been really boring. Went for a nice walk. It was funny yesterday because we've had glorious weather here. And yesterday afternoon, I've been sort of, you know, sat on the computer all day, and I thought, right, after work, I needed to go to the post office. So if you're watching this and you're one of my heart swap partners, they're on their way. So I thought, right, well, I'll take myself for a nice walk, exercise the old limbs, and down to the post office. It's only, is it? I don't know. It might be a mile and a half, something like that. Anyway, set off, and it was kind of spitting with rain. I thought it'd be all right. Got back, I was an absolute drowned rat. The heavens opened. I was soaking wet. My trousers were soaking wet. I just came home, jumped straight in the shower to try and warm myself up a bit. And yeah, that was my evening basically. So, and this morning, as I say, we've Caroline picked me up. We've been for a walk with Mr. Hades and the lovely Cooper, who is the most dottiest spaniel on the planet. He's had a whale of a time. He just went to the woods, and yeah, just caught up with all the chat, and yeah, that's it really. So that was that. Oh, I've got a face going to the supermarket at some point this weekend because if you've been with me for a bit, you know that I do my shopping basically every 6 weeks or so, and then I have a whole day just cooking all my meals and then individually boxing them, putting them in the freezer, and I just live off them for like the next 6 weeks. But it's all nice, fresh, good stuff basically. So, and I've literally down to the last 3 meals in my freezer. It's almost empty. So I've got to go and do a big shop, and I don't want to go and do it. I don't want to, but I kind of got to do it this weekend because our local supermarket, Tesco, has sent through a money off voucher, and whenever a shop sends me a money off voucher, I'm like, I'm not losing that. So yeah, so I've got until Sunday, so I might go Saturday. Oh, it's just the bane of your life sometimes, isn't it? But it'll be good. I'll fill the freezer up again, then I'm all right for the next 6 weeks, or maybe even 2 months actually. I say 6 weeks, but when I finish boxing all the meals up and everything, I think, yeah, where I said I just wanted like 4 spaghetti bolognese or whatever, I end up with about 6. So yeah, I keep telling myself it's only one day. I'm going to cook myself some little, I say cakes, but I'm going to do more like muffins, because I love lemon drizzle cake. But if I have a whole cake out, I would eat a whole cake. I'm not going to lie to you. I am an absolute pig for things like that. So, yeah. So I'm going to make them into muffins and freeze them as soon as they're cooked. Get them out of my way. Just keep out a couple. I just like something sweet after my dinner. I expect you're the same. So I want to do those, and I want to do a tea loaf as well. Because I do love tea loaf. I love malt. Is it malt loaf? Oh, I love that stuff. So I'm going to continue with that. I'm just wondering about putting a different colour on there as well. Might have it coming back that way. I could have done it up and down actually. That was a bit of a wally, wasn't it? Well, I could do it now. Yeah, let me go and see if I've got something else in berry colours. Won't be a sec. Right, I found this, is it called Razzle? Wonderful, yeah, Razzle. So I'm just wondering if that would look quite nice. Yeah, I also found this, which is, I don't know where I got it from, but it's a kind of a cord. I thought that might look better if I couch that down with the, or maybe with that actually, and not worry about the Appletons. No, I think I want the pink. Just couch it down with a bit of the Appletons. But I think I'm going to start going like that now with the Razzle. Maybe smaller ones. That might look quite nice. I'll just do one with you, and then I'll probably pause you. Now this stuff just wants to run off of its holder without you even looking at it. That's why it normally sits in here. I made little cozies for them all. Stop them doing it. But it's threaded. Come out. Right, come here. Get in there. Right. See, it just sits in there, and then you can just pull it out without it all going everywhere. Well, I hope I got the shape right. I'm doubting myself rapidly, but it is what it is now. I've started stitching. I'm not taking it out now. Yeah, this stuff can be a little bit of a naughty one to play with, but we'll give it a go. So, Got those really annoying little flies in here. Go away. So I'm thinking if I come right to the edge here, little ones this time. No, you need to go down, through. Cute. Get off me. Get off me. Did I actually get through that loop? No. See, it just wants to come undone all the time. So you have to be a master of it and make it do as it's told. Stay there. What I'll do is come off the edge. Yeah, we'll make that a stop point. Right, you need to, right, just form a V, thank you, or a U, I should say. And then I'm going to be very naughty. I'm going to drag it up to here and start again. Let me just try to think if I want to evenly space them, or doesn't it really matter? I think I'll just do loads. Yeah, I'll do that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll fill this up and then I'll come back to you when I start putting the I think that'll look quite good. Couch down. Does it even show? Not very well, but I think that'll be alright. So I'll be back with you shortly. Right, they didn't take that long actually. So I've just been playing around with this. It's like a weird cord stuff. And what I'm thinking of doing is a piece coming down there. I'm going to make like a point to aim for basically. So one there, one there. No, it'll have to be every single one I think, because I've got an odd number. Like that to make it look like the spines of the fan, if you like, but I'm thinking of taking them right over the top. I don't know if that's going to look nice or not. So I think if I stop it there, is it going to look all right? If I take them, yeah, maybe it will do actually. If I take them, the side ones right up to the top there, and then these ones just to there, I think that might look all right. We're not going to go know until we know. We're not going to know until we ever go. Oh, words today. Okay, I'm going to kind of think about there would be good. Oh, let's have a go. I can only mess it up, can't we? So if I start about here, I've got the biggest eye needle that I could find. I'm going to try and do it all in one big bit because I don't really want to tie this on the back. So if it goes there, yeah, that should be plenty. Right, okay. And then I'm going to couch it down with the Appletons, I think. Yeah, it's going to need couching. Right, this is going to be risky business, but I'm going to try not taking it off there. As long as I don't pull tight, we should be okay. I'll tidy this up once I'd rather it was slack than tight, so I won't be fastening anything off until I've got to the end. Come on, where's my owl? The weather's really weird here today. So we've had glorious sunshine, and then yesterday and this morning it's a little bit cloudy. Right, I'll pull those tight in a minute. We'll come to those in a moment. Now, if this isn't classed as a wedge, I'm sorry, okay? It's wedge shaped enough for me. Am I going to have enough? Probably not. Well, I might just squeeze it in there. I guess the other way I could have done it was to cut all the pieces to size, but I didn't, so there it is. I'm definitely going to need some more. You going to play nice? Probably not. Yeah, I'm definitely not got enough. Right, okay, so I need to feed you down a bit, which is, where are you? There? Yep. Nope. Nope. Okay, must be that one then. I don't think I've ever used this stuff, so if I waste a bit, I'm not really that bothered. I need to hold it and pull it. Right, go over there. No, not you. Who were you next? No. What's going on? I know it looks a hot mess. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll sort it out in a minute. Don't panic. She says, oh my lord, what a pickle. This should be easy. How much of a mess can you make of something? Well, clearly I can make a lot. Right, I'll come back to you in a minute. Right, it was a battle, but we got there. It did not want to play. So what I'm doing, I just started the couching, so I'm trying to catch, I forgot to catch this in the back there. So with the Appleton's wool, I'm just doing tiny little couching stitches. So I just want to try and keep this as straight as possible. I really would like you to come down with me so I can catch you in at the back of the work. Yeah, it all played a little bit silly, people. Silly thread. So I'll probably just do this one with you, go off, get them all done, come back and show you the finished piece. Because I've got my feather stitch on. This was a bit extra that I didn't really need to do, but c'est la vie. What I might do is find a button to put down there, just to make it all look a little bit tidier. So there we are. Anyway, I will finish this off and come back and show you the finished article. Hopefully these will all stay straight-ish. Anyway, I'll come back in a bit. Right, okay, so I've couched all those down. Now the trouble with this thread is it does have a natural wonkiness to it. I'm trying to get it perfectly straight, but I've got a bit of a hot mess going on down here, so I found this raspberry button, so I'm going to put that on there and that'll just hide all the sins. Okay. Yes, maybe this wasn't such a good idea to put this stuff on, but never mind, it is done now, so I think it looks quite effective. Still not convinced I've got the shape wedge, but that's it, it's on. Not taking it off now. Still haven't got a clue how I'm going to display these. I'll wait until my little box fills up and then I'll go, right, I really need to do something with these. What am I going to do? I'll probably stand there and scratch my head for a whole day or so. Something might come, who knows. The back of this is such a mess. I'm too ashamed to show you, so I'm not going to. I'll try and hide it as much as I can. It's just, this Appleton's wool is delightful to stitch with. It behaves itself. It doesn't try and go crooked like the other threads that are on here. So well done, Appletons. Yeah, they just, because that natural kink in that, it does not want to go straight. But anyway, there we are. I'm calling that done. That's my, what was it, wedge. I don't know, is that a wedge? But I like what I did. I love the stitch. Rebecca was saying it's her favourite, and I thought, yeah, actually I can see why. Blanket stitch is mine. I've done blanket stitch around the top there and just running a stitch under there just to hold it all on. But yeah, there we are. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next week. Lord only knows what we'll get on Sunday when she pulls them out of the pots, but we'll do something. I'll see you then. Bye.